So it looks like you might be doing some research on your next apartment here in Dallas. Maybe you've got a renewal coming up and you live here in the city and you're just looking for a change of scenery. Maybe you don't even live in Texas and you're doing research on streets, subdivisions, and areas. We are at the only high-rise apartment building here in Knox, just 10 minutes north of downtown Dallas, covering every single minute detail about the leasing office, the dog park, the floor plans, pricing, incentives, the pool, the gym, every square inch. So that way you can get an idea on if Nove at Knox could be a good choice for you. If it's your first time swinging by the channel, welcome. My name's Lucas and I'm a realtor here in Dallas. And every single day I get calls, texts, and emails from folks like you and 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 you, helping them find apartments and condos and townhomes all throughout the Dallas area. So if you ever have any questions about anything that I cover, feel free to drop me a line. All of my information is below in the description. I'd be more than happy to help answer any questions that you might have. But without any further ado, let's go check out Nove at Knox. Welcome to Nove at Knox, here just a smidge west of Highway 75, and you are looking at the only high-rise building in the entire Knox Henderson area, because the majority of the apartment living in this neighborhood will be individual condos and townhomes. There's also a few mid-rises, so Nove at Knox is unique in this sense, being the lonesome high-rise property in the entire neighborhood. And it was actually built back in 2020. It's got 310 units comprised of studios, 1-bed, 2-beds, and penthouses, as well as a gym, lounge, and a pool up on the 4th floor, a dog park down on the ground, and we are going to cover all of it. As we're walking through the lobby here, you'll have a 24/7 concierge, 3 elevators towards the back behind the concierge desk, and you'll also have the entrance to the dog park, which we're going to cover towards the end of the video. But all in all, you're definitely going to feel more of an elevated vibe as you walk in. I mean, let's just face it, we're on Knox Street. This is one of the bougiest and fanciest parts of Dallas. Tons of high-end shopping within walking distance. We're essentially kissing Highland Park, and there will be no shortage of walkable shopping any which way you go, whether you want to buy a $15,000 cloud couch or sip on a $35 glass of Pinot Grigio, or even reward old boy with a Yeti cooler before you get home. You're definitely going to have your bases covered out here. Outside of Northpark Mall and Highland Park Village, Nove at Knox is situated just a couple blocks away from some of the best shopping and dining in all of Dallas. Now, walking by the elevators, we've got 3 separate elevators for normal everyday use, along with a 4th elevator for freight. And then in terms of parking, one of the cool things about Nove is that you've got 80 spots available for your guests, which is definitely rare for any skyrise building in Dallas. So if you actually live in Dallas and if you spend as much time in high rises as I do, you just know that guest parking is always a headache. So Nove is definitely softening the blow in this category, while also having some street parking available should any or all of those 80 spots become full. And then for resident parking, you're going to have 5 levels. So 2 underground, and then the other 3 are going to be above ground. And all of it is kept secure with an automatic gate that will ping either off of your toll tag or a key given to you by the leasing office. I'm going to show you 2 floor plans today, a 1-bed and a 2-bed. And this one here is the A5, and in all of these units you're going to see hardwood in the kitchen and common areas, carpet in the bedroom and closet, and then tile in the bathroom. And on this one, I was actually acting kind of squirrely because I forgot to walk into the bathroom. And I'm just finding this out now as I'm editing this video, but not to worry, you will see the style of the bathroom in the next floor plan. So in this one, you'll have a gas stove, stainless steel, GE appliances, and then a larger balcony. And this unit was actually facing east, looking over Highway 75. And I will say, when I walked out onto the balcony, you could hear the cars passing by, obviously since we're so close. But the actual unit is very soundproof when you're inside. Again, this is a luxury high-rise in Dallas. It's a concrete build, just like all of the high-rises here, so not a whole lot to worry about in terms of traffic noise. And lastly, we have the B4 2-bedroom, and right now they're landing in the mid 3,000s, as this one is on a lower floor facing the skyline, so you'll get a partial skyline view. But what I like about these, and I didn't say this on the first floor plan, but I think it's cool how they give the kitchen cabinets that polished finish look. It's actually kind of shiny and definitely grabs your attention at first. I also like how the hardware on the cabinets is horizontal, so it just kind of gives you a different look and vibe as you're reaching for stuff. But at 1166 square feet, I think the living room is decently sized. Not sure if you'd have enough space for the larger sectionals, but definitely enough room for a medium L-shaped couch so that you can then put the TV along the wall. But what's also cool about this unit are the tile patterns that they use in the bathrooms. And again, I wasn't able to meet the mark for you on the first floor plan, but I did make sure to video the bathroom in the second floor plan. So you'll see it here in a minute. They use a hexagonal tile pattern on the floors in the bathrooms, along with a polished tile in the showers. And then you've got a big, awesome floor-to-ceiling windows in the larger bedroom. I actually think that this unit is more ideal for someone that works from home and is looking for a 1-bedroom with a den. And I say that because here in a sec, you'll see that the secondary bedroom doesn't quite have the massive windows or larger closet. To me, it just looks and feels more like a study in the second bedroom. So keep that in mind if you're scoping out the B4. quick pause. If you are getting any value whatsoever from this video, then you got to do this thing, just like all of these people are doing. And the reason why they're doing it, because as a realtor here in Dallas and having relationships with all of the teams that work at these buildings, I could help you qualify for additional incentives and move-in bonuses, of which can help make your living situation just a little more affordable. And all of the buildings here in Dallas, they actually incentivize me to bring new residents through the door. So it's not like you'd be cutting me a check for my services. That's being taken care of by the other party. So it's absolutely no sweat off your back to go ahead and reach out. One last time, if you want to live at Nove at Knox, or if you're doing research on other buildings, feel free to do this thing, and I'll do absolutely the best that I can for you. So moving over to the amenities, we are now on the 4th floor, and this is going to be where your pool, gym, and lounge will be. And as we're tiptoeing through the lounge, you've got a few private study rooms here, along with a massive kitchen island in the back with warming drawers for hosting. And I think what I like most about it is going to be the fireplace that they have built into the wall behind the glass. It kind of reminded me of the fireplace up in the Sky Lounge over at the Katy and Victory Park. It sets a good tone. It definitely feels more of an elevated vibe when you're up here, and it also overlooks a portion of the pool area. Then moving on outside to the pool, was really digging the cornhole area that also had some gas grills and a few pergolas on the edge. The pool itself is L-shaped, and it seemed like the side closest to the American flag is going to get the most sunlight as the day progresses, and just with how this building is shaped in general. So keep that in mind. I also noticed that it was kept pretty clean, which is especially good to see since at the time of this recording, we're actually during the off season. So you'd be surprised by the amount of buildings in Dallas that just let go of their outdoor amenities during the winter. So this was definitely a green flag. And walking into the gym, I gotta say that this is the most amount of complimentary towels that I have ever seen for any apartment gym in Dallas. So it definitely seems like Nove is doing all that they can to make sure that the residents don't leave their bodily fluids all over the equipment. But walking through, you'll definitely notice that it is tidy, but it's also really, really clean. So it's not going to be extravagant like the gym over at the Sinclair, for example, but you'll still have enough to be dangerous in here. I saw that all of the cardio equipment was kept on the edge, and then a few machines in the center along with the free weights. I think I saw that the dumbbells went up to about 50 pounds, which is kind of low compared to other apartment gyms here in Dallas, but they definitely made up for it with the 2 full racks of preloaded barbells. And then they also have a separate stretching room behind the glass that you'll see here in a second. All in all, I think the gym here was very demure. I think that's the term that the kids are saying nowadays. It was also very clean. Not sure if it would have enough equipment for someone like me that likes to do more compound lifts, but definitely enough if you have more of a casual exercise routine. Lastly, we have the dog park, and I was totally shocked when I came out here because this has got to be one of the largest dog parks that I've ever seen for any apartment building here in Dallas. And you've got two separate turfed sections for your homies to do their business, and then there is also a covered seating area with a gas grill sandwiched in the middle. So I thought that was cool. And as you can see, the building keeps this area very fresh and very clean. I personally don't have a dog or a pet, so I wouldn't get as much use out of this area. But if you have the furry friends and you need a reliable dog park, then I would definitely add Nove to your short list. That's going to wrap us up here at Nove at Knox. And I can imagine some of y'all are probably scratching your heads thinking, you know what? I'm not sure if maybe that building is the right vibe for me. I'm not sure if I want to live in Knox. Maybe I want to check out some areas in Victory Park or maybe uptown or downtown. And if that's the case, feel free to check out this playlist, because I made a video tour just like this one over some of the most popular apartment buildings here in the Dallas area, which will be helpful if you're doing some more research. With that, y'all stay out of trouble, and we'll catch you in the next video. Y'all be good.